Next story I'm going to read is called Loving Joey. Madness hovered over us like a hornet. Thunderstorms found the scared places on Daddy's face and just stayed there. He didn't say much those days. He just kept working on that old truck. That damn truck, Mama said. Sometimes I'd find her rocking and crying, whimpering on that old green glider like a whippoorwill. I kept me and Joey out of everybody's way. It seemed best. We had lots of preserves that summer. Mama canned peaches every single day. Said it calmed her nerves. Mama, Joey fell on the road by Pa Garner's place and his lips all swelled up. Good Lord, Joey. Let me see, Lida. Get a cold cloth. I've got my hands in peaches and the water's about to boil. Lord, child, but you do have a way. We were running away from the Wilson boys, Mama, and Joey just tripped himself on one of them big old oak roots out front of Pa Garner's place. Those roots, Lida, not them roots. And that's how he come to split his lip. Joey sat still like a good boy. I held the cold rag to his lip and hummed so he wouldn't feel scared and talked to Mama for him. Joey didn't talk. Nobody knew why, really. He said some words when he was little, but then one day last year he up and quit. Doctor said he thought it was the anxieties. Said some kids stutter when they're about Joey's age, and maybe Joey just didn't want to do that. Said we shouldn't worry. Mama had Joey's hearing checked by a specialist over in Clinton anyway, just in case. I could have told her what that fancy man did. Joey hears just fine. Joey's okay now, Mama. Joey, you just go out on the porch and have a little swing on the glider. Mama, make us some lemonade, Lida. It's awful hot. If you can make it... Sure, Mama. Should I take some out to Daddy? If you can make it look like a damn truck. It was kind of funny, really. Or it would be if it wasn't your family. I had a daddy who wouldn't stop fixing a damn truck, a mama who wouldn't stop canning peaches, and a little brother who wouldn't talk. Daddy? I made you some lemonade, Daddy. Why don't you take a little rest? It's awful hot out here. Lemonade's cold. I put extra ice in it for you. Thanks, honey. He drank it. Every last bit. Made me proud, too, because I could see how he liked it. He even smiled at me. Smiled right at me and ruffled my hair a little. The scared places melted around his eyes, and I could feel how it used to be. For just a flutter, like the one breeze you'll have all day in the dead of August, the madness left. But then the glider squeaked, and Daddy looked up at Joey just swinging all quiet by himself, and just as quick the hornets came back and shut out the sky. They wasn't always so worried about Joey. Only just this summer it got bad. Nobody had any answers, and Joey just stayed quiet. It was like all the goodness got used up, like all the bubbles disappeared with Joey's words. Without the bubbles inside, there aren't any more stories at supper. We don't run out the lane to catch Daddy coming home from the sawmill. Mama doesn't sing. Daddy doesn't laugh. I don't mind so much if Joey doesn't use words to say things. If you look at him, I mean really look, he gives you little telling things, like the secrets you find in the colored pictures clumped together in the middle of the Sunday school Bible. I listened to Miss Delia talking Sunday talk for years and didn't hear near as much about God as when I saw the picture of Jesus picking up that baby lamb. Joey's eyebrows go up when he thinks something is funny, and when he's scared, he licks his fingers. And there isn't anything as good in all the world as how he slips into your bed after a bad dream and slides his hand around your neck. So it isn't Joey's not talking that hurts. It's the other quiets. It's when the madness makes the air still and you're afraid of the twister coming. Mama? What, Lida? Can me and Joey go swimming? Joey and I, Lida. Can Joey and I go swimming? I'll look after him real good, Mama, and we'll come straight home if the Wilson boys are anywhere near. We won't be long, and I'll set the table as soon as we get back. That way you can finish your peaches without any bother. Okay, I guess, but wear your shoes and keep to yourselves. I don't want to hear about any trouble from folks in town. Okay, Mama. Thanks, Mama. Get your shoes, Joey. We're going swimming. Joey and me smiled big, bubbly smiles as we ran all the way down the lane. Swimming is the best thing God ever made, I think. When we got to the creek, we stepped on the stones. It was already cooler under the trees. We didn't have to go too far before we came to the spot. That's just what everybody called it. Everybody knew just what you were doing if you said you were going down to the spot. The spot was one of the prettiest places I'd ever been in all my life. The creek puffed out like a big belly and got deep enough to cover most all your body. The sides were slippery mud and perfect for sliding. There was this big oak tree with arms and legs that held you in. Its branches were low enough to hang from, and one of the roots made a little ledge you could lay down and dry off on. We took off our shoes and all our clothes except our underwear. We laid them neat and flat in one of the scrubby bushes and splashed right in. I squealed, and Joey raised his eyebrows. We were the only ones there, which was good, because everybody else in town was about as scared of Joey's not talking as Mama and Daddy were. Joey and I took turns seeing who could hold their breath under the water the longest. We were in the middle of a spitting contest when I heard the Wilson boys come up behind us. I've been having so much fun I forgot to listen for anybody, and now it was too late and I had promised Mama. Well, look there, Stan. Looks like we caught ourselves some critters down at the spot. Sure did. Didn't you hear us over by Garner's place, boy? We don't want no freaks around here. Sure don't. I don't know which one is freakier, the freak who won't talk or the freak who talks for him. Don't know. Either way, I bet we can make him talk and her shut up. What do you say, Stan? Sure can. Can't nobody hear either. Let's see which freak first. If we shut her up first, then he's bound to talk. On the other hand, if we make him talk, then she won't have to. What do you say, Stan? The boy. Joey was licking his fingers hard. Those Wilson boys started after him, and I heard myself scream, "Run, Joey, run home! Joey, now! Go, get out of here!" Then I did the only thing I could think of. I jumped on Carl's back and started scratching out his eyes. I knew Stan wouldn't do anything without Carl, so I held on and dug in my fingers and kept screaming for Joey to run. But my voice got lost in creek water. I wanted to yell louder. I wanted to hurt those Wilson boys. I wanted my daddy to come and beat their heads in. I wanted them to die. But I was far beneath the water, down where knees are supposed to be. The sounds were like under the covers in winter, and I couldn't see Joey. I couldn't feel Carl either, except for the big hand that was shoving my face farther and farther down. Then I heard Carl shouting something to Stan about Joey, and then everything went black. Warm bubbles filled me up to the top like hot chocolate. The sky was blue, the air smelled like peach blossoms, and the grass was so green, so very green and soft to touch. I could hear Mama and Daddy on the glider. His arm was wrapped around her and they were drinking lemonade, my lemonade. It was springtime and there weren't any peaches to can, and Daddy's truck lid was shut and sitting all alone in the garage. I couldn't see Joey, but I could hear him. "Lida! Joey, where are you?" "I don't know, Lida, but it's beautiful." "I can't feel you, Joey. I can't see you. Joey? Joey!" "I love you, Lida." "Wait!" I wore my best dress, Joey. The lavender one with the ruffles. Everybody else wore black. The Wilson boys got sent up to Clinton. Mama quit canning peaches and Daddy sold his truck. But I would give anything if you would have a bad dream and come back. Just slip into my room and slide your arm around my neck. You don't have to say anything, Joey. Thank you.